Hey brewers, it's Friday. Things are fucked up. Where the fuck am I? I'm in Sean's basement. Who is Sean? This is Sean. This is my cuz right here. He needs a little bit of a lesson in line cleaning. So here we are to do it. He's got himself a ball lock system that he uses Sankey with sometimes, which as we know, brewers, we don't use those, but pro drinkers use them all the time. So we need to talk about that too. Let's get at it. Look at this. This is how gross lines can get. I had a Kegerator die on me. I didn't notice for about a week and the lines were dry. That looks pretty tasty, right? Is that, I mean, beer will still come through here and it'll look normal. That's the scary part. So that's probably pretty close to how his lines look right now. We had a look there when we were hooking up this keg and there was like some stuff looking at me. Let's get her going. So we probably cleaned the line a bit with some nice Monday morning already, but we're gonna clean it with some soap. He's got a single tap, pretty fancy ball lock system here. Just nice and clean, nice and in there, single keg. So you see the ball lock connectors. With pin lock, it's a little bit tougher. They don't make a lot of these fancy cool connectors like this guy here. This is what we call a carbonation cap, but it can be used for a lot of other fun stuff. Without further ado, let's get at it. What do we need here, okay? So we need either our line cleaning kit, which is this hose, but I'm lazy, so I'm gonna use the deluxe line cleaning kit with the pond pump. Boom. So this is gonna go into our faucet here. We're gonna take our faucet off. We're gonna connect that there. And then it's going to, we're gonna take our beverage line off. So, and then it's gonna wanna circulate through there. But how do we do that? This is a backflow valve. It's gonna stop here. What are we gonna do about that? That's where our friend, the carb cap, comes in. So we put the carb cap in there. That's gonna release the pressure. I'm just not gonna do that because it's gonna spray stuff all over the carpet here. So what happens if you have a 2-tap system? Well, I got this handy dandy connector here. So that's gonna go from this ball lock back into the next ball lock. And then so our water would be going in here. And if there was 2 taps here, it would come back out this next faucet for recirculation. Pretty fancy. I'm gonna do that at my place right after this because my lines aren't too fucking clean either. So I've got BLC, stands for beverage line cleaner. We sell this at grain to glass. We've got the small ones and they got the 1 liter. 1/2 ounce per quart, which is roughly a liter. So we got 2 liters there. So I put in whatever an ounce. And then we dump our pond pump in there. We got this nice new one, but I used my old gross one. First thing we gotta do is take off our faucet. So we got this handy dandy faucet wrench. Came with this Kegerator. If you built your own, gotta buy one of those, grain to glass. It is gonna leak a bit. You can take these off with like, you know, vice grips or pipe wrench or some kind of thing. But it kind of damages this, makes it look like crap. So we take the end of our pump. This is what's called a faucet adapter. Kind of on the nose. Get that in there. Give it a quick tighten with our faucet wrench. Now we're going to bring this guy down here to collect our recirculations. Try not to get any on the carpet. Got my little popcorn bowl here. You don't need to use an insane amount of water. This is going to get super gross super fast. Now we put our carb cap into there. Boom, see, leakers. All right, and fire it up.
Oh shit.
Look at that. So now it's just, you can't even see because it's clean going in there, but look how gross instantly that water is. So we're gonna let that rip for about 15 minutes, maybe 20. This is pretty nasty. And while that goes on, I'm gonna talk about Sankey for all you pro drinkers out there. So this is our Sankey deconnector. We went through this a few weeks ago on one of our videos. If you haven't watched that, you fucked up. Go back and Insta check that shit.
Just fucked up Fridays.
And here we go. So we got your hex nut. This is just a really fancy hex nut, by the way. You might say that's round bread, but you know. So we have this. So this would have been your beverage line. So we have this Sankey to MFL adapter.
We're gonna get one of those, Brad.
Right there. Right there, grain to glass.
Grain to glass.
Yeah, I don't know if you know those guys, but okay. So this will turn our regular ball lock connector, and it'll be able to go on our Sankey connector like so. So in that case, we would do the reverse of what we're doing now. So right now we've got going in through the faucet, out through the connector. In this case, what we'd want to do is the opposite, where we would use our carb cap to go in. So this is our in. And then our recirculation you could remove your faucet and just let it fly out of here, or just leave your faucet open and let it recirc through there. And like I say, if you got pin lock, I haven't seen any pin lock carb caps. If anybody knows where I can get some, I'd love to stock some at the shop. Pin lock, yeah, you're kind of effed. You're going to want to buy a ball lock connector or just go this way, the way we're going now, and just simply remove your pin lock connector and just let it recirc through the hose. This way you're kind of getting everything nice and clean all at once. We're going to have a beer and watch this paint dry. Basically, watch this water get wet. And then we're going to rinse it. See you in a few. It's fucking beer time. That's Scully, baby. I actually forgot. I was so excited to get to my Skulls Light that this stuff will clean your faucets and that too. So you obviously don't want to throw the wood tap handle in there with it. So we'll take.
I was gonna do that too.
I mean, it would float probably. All right, so we unscrew that guy right there. Then we're just gonna open this up. Real easy. Open it up. Open it up. It just doesn't want to come off. That's what happens when you don't clean your shit. There we go. Take that up a bit. Like in this, same thing. This should come out relatively easily, but okay. You know what? We're gonna throw it in there like that. That's gonna loosen it up. Clean. Hard to believe something that looks like that's gonna clean a damn thing, but so it is written. Look at our line. Like look at it compared to the end. I mean, the thing is, these lines, like once they get that color, they kind of stay that color. For whatever reason, even if you don't drink hoppy beers, I mean, you got Monday morning here, so it's hoppy as fuck. But even if you don't drink hoppy beers, for whatever reason, it still turns the shit green. It doesn't make no sense. All right, we're back. It's been circulating. We got some cloudy mess. I'm on my second Skulls Light. Sean's on to his Monday morn. It's time to switch it up to the clean water. Now we got this nice pail of water.
That's a pail.
Yeah, pail. Okay, I gotta unplug this. Then we're gonna switch it on over. Come on over. Do the twist. Let that leak out. Okay, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected. And here we go. Get in there. Get rid of this.
I'll take it.
Nasty mess. Oh, actually, I forgot we got our faucet in there, which, I bet you will come apart now for us. Still doesn't want to. It's a little terrifying. Yeah, there we go. Finally came apart for us. Remember I talked about the locky ones? All right. So we're just going to put it back together now because it looks good. And that. We'll put it in there so it can kind of get clean as we recirc. Oops. And fire it up. Fire it up. While that rips, you're like, okay, Brad, you got this fancy thing with the pump and all the connectees and the whatnot. What if I don't have any of that shit? Well, one thing you can do is just take your keg when it's empty, clean it, put some PBW in it or some BLC, and just hook it up as normal and just let it rip out the tap for a bit. You're going to use, you're going to waste a little bit of CO2. You're going to use a little bit more water than like the couple of liters we've used here, but that'll get it done. But you can also just take 2 liter. Again, PBW, BLC. Take a carb cap. One of these, they screw right onto these. Beautiful thing. And then go with the reverse. So you take your beverage line, turn this upside down, open up the faucet, and just squeeze it through the lines. That will work very well. And then same thing, just empty out your PBW. If you're going to use PBW, put some in the line, let it sit 15 minutes. Put a little bit more in the line, let it sit for another 10 minutes. Then put your clean water through, clean lines. Okay, so there's many ways to get to the mountaintop, but I like to use the fancy ways. Any minute now, it's going to be beer time. We got some nice Monday morning on tap. I can't freaking wait. We'll be back again in about 5 minutes after this recircs. All right, we're back. We let that circ for about 3-4 minutes. Let's shut her down and put it back together, and then it's fucking beer time. Okay, take this out. So, take our carb cap out, and this is just water, so we can just put it right back on. Oh wait, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
We would have had beer coming out of here. That would have been alcohol abuse. Okay, so now that's off. This is done. Grab our wrench. Open it up. Put that down in there.
Excuse me.
Our faucet is in here.
Oh, we gotta take
Some of our parts came out of here. Okay. All right. So, loosened it up so good that it came apart. Okay, so put this back together. You've never taken one of these apart. Here's a quick. You gotta line up the little slot there. Put that guy down.
a lot of threads.
Boom. Yeah, lots of threads. It's like Reddit. All right, put that on. Don't forget to tighten her up. Boom. And then, okay, so this is forward sealing, so we gotta go like this. But either way, always a good idea when you're not sure, just put something under there in case beer starts flying out of here when I hook this up. Forgot to put the spring in.
Need the spring, bro.
You don't have to have a spring, but some people like the spring. So, boom, boom. I'm not even gonna put the tap handle on. We're so horny for some Monday morning here. Boom. And, this is almost empty, I can tell. Boom. Till some beer comes out. Now it's beer time. Anybody got a glass? Come on now. And boom. Glass time.
Oh, it's a grain to glass.
Look at that beauty of a pour.
Well, that's a big difference.
She's a beaut.
Damn.
There you go, buddy. Bet you it tastes better. Now that was fucked up. Don't do that. See you next week.